All right, guys, welcome to the channel. If you're doing this manually, you're wasting your time. If you're doing this manually, one by one, shot by shot, you're wasting your time. If you're doing tattoo removal, lint removal, blemish removal, clothing cleanup, fixing wrinkles, just stop. If you're doing all these one by one, then you're wasting your time. This could be time better spent, I don't know, booking new clients, for example. You could be growing your business, right? You could be getting on with your life for one and doing other things besides all of this editing. So today I'm going to show you how I save hours and even days of editing time and how to stop wasting your time. And how am I going to do this? Well, I'll show you some real world examples of photo shoots that I've done, paid client work, and number 3, how you can make your clients pay for your software. What? So before you click away, smash the like button, hit the thumbs down twice, as they say. It really does help the video to get seen, and I really appreciate it. So real world example number 1, this is a swimwear brand shoot that I did recently, and the brand CEO handpicked the model, but she has a prominent tattoo, not the CEO, but the model. And the brand didn't particularly want that visible in their branding images, so the tattoos had to go, right? So all I have to do is go to the first image, click a button, and the tattoo is gone. It just finds it and eliminates it. And then I can sync that tattoo removal process to the rest of the images that I need to process from the entire shoot if I want to. And it will just automatically, I say, remove the tattoo for me. Okay, so no going into one image at a time with the clone stamp tool or the remove tool and swiping around to try and clean up tattoos, zooming in and getting it, and then having to go to the next image and do the other one. You realize how much time that is. If you've done it before, you know what I'm talking about. And if I could just do that to one, I don't even have to do anything. I just click a button, sync it to the others, and I'm done, right? Now, keep in mind, most of these editing features are syncable across all your photos, so you just have to do them on one photo. The blemish removal tool is the one that saves me huge amounts of time, as well as the stray hair removal feature, which gets the flyaways. I just move the slider on one photo, and then I can sync that across the rest of the photos in the session, and the hair flyaways are cleaned up. Real world example 2, shooting dirty. And I don't mean shooting dirty movies. I mean shooting dirty as in getting things in the room in your shot instead of getting a perfect composition. Usually this happens in studio where you get the sides of the backdrop, and you guys know the drill, where you've got to clean up the sides and do all this content aware fill, do all this other stuff one by one, image by image. So this truly gets tedious, as you know. So now I can click one button to remove distractions if I want to. If the backdrop is not perfect after that, I can clean the backdrop, and boom, just like that, I've got my distractions removed, I've got my backdrop cleaned, and I can do that for the entire shoot by batch syncing that change, and it will AI clean all the other shots and backdrops just like that for me. Don't have to do it one by one. Hours of time saved. So real world example number 3, we've been able to de-wrinkle clothes in this program for a little bit, but what I've been thinking for years maybe is what is just as tedious as a lot of blemish removal is lint removal. And if you've ever had to do this one by one on each shot, removing little pieces of lint on a black shirt, you know what I'm talking about. It's just a nightmare and it takes forever. Well, Evoto must have been reading my mind because they added that feature in, and now it's just one click, and just like the other ones, I can sync that edit over to the other photos and I'm done. Super time saver. But wait, there's more. Another feature, since we're still talking about clothing, with the batch sync is the edge smoothing. So a lot of times you can use the liquefy tool to smooth out wrinkles of clothing along the edges, right? I've even used the remove tool to kind of do that. It's kind of janky, but it works. So now we just use a slider and it does it for us. Again, we can sync the edits over to the other shots and we're done. No more liquefying and all that stuff. Very easy to use, and we can very easily adjust the intensity of that smoothing as well. What if you could edit the shots while you're shooting? So to do this, we tether into Evoto AI, and I just did this with model Justine. It was a lot of fun. We can tether, and as the shots are being imported while we're shooting into Evoto AI, Evoto is applying a preset that I've created that automatically edits the photos to my liking, and they are done. By the time I'm done with the shoot, the editing is done. All I have to do is cull through and export out the ones that I want. This is the ultimate time saver for me to be done. We got finished with that session and there was virtually nothing I had to do as far as editing. So I keep talking about time. The common theme here is saving time. Time is your commodity. What is time worth to you? Can you put a dollar amount on it? A lot of us have, right? Time is money, just like they say. Think about it this way. How much time are you saving with this software? If I can edit on the fly, for example, while I'm shooting, and when I'm done, my editing is basically done. All I have to do is cull photos and export. How many hours is that saving you on these volume edits? Maybe days, right? Depending on the number of photos you're editing. The other thing to think about is you need to keep in mind is that every expense that you have, you should be charging to your client, correct? So if you think about that as an expense, any expense that you have for your shoot should be covered in the cost of your shoot, and that's what you should be billing your client. So when you provide a quote, for example, to your client for the services that you're going to render, part of that quote should include the fee for editing photos. You could bundle that into cost per photo that you're going to charge, right? So how much are you charging per delivered edited image? Build the cost of those credits into the cost of delivering each image to your client, right? Build those into your quotes and invoices. If it's this many photos that I provided, the invoice should include a line item that covers your cost for each photo provided, delivered, which should include the cost of the credits. The client's paying for them, not you. So I'm not buying the credits at the end of the day. Well, I am, but my customers are paying for them in the amount that I'm invoicing them and charging them. You get it? Okay, so look, if you edit in high volumes, you owe it to yourself to try this software. Check the link in the description, give you a chance to try it out. It's really easy to use. It's very intuitive. That's why I liked it so much, and it has pretty much all the features I could ask for. Thank you guys for watching. Give the video a like if you liked it. It really does, again, help the video to get seen. And if you're still with me, you're still hanging in there and watching me, I really appreciate you. Have a good one.